The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball.
And the Steelers first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And
2nd down and 4.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Wilson. Got his man, it's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Setting up the screen for Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Allen on third.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On the give, it's Warren.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now Wilson changing the play. Now a run with Warren.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Allen now looks to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Allen. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and long.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That is caught.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills.
Cordero Patterson.
Now he's free to midfield. Cordero Patterson. He's to the 10.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson, 84 yards.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Now a give. Running left is Harris.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Wilson now off the bootleg.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by DeMonte Casey, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted.
And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
On first down, Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say good night from Buffalo.